shot at me. So I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
No, I just didn't give enough. That's all.
Cool.
I just didn't give enough about it all.
Yeah, but when you said in the comments,
up,
you said something there. I think he's an attention seeker. So even with the racist comments, even with the homo stuff that he was doing, I think he's just a big attention seeker. He gonna do anything to get attention on him, and I think it's gonna backfire come January 31st.
Stylistically, he believes he's the best, and I know I'm the best, and that's why we're getting to this point now. He wants to challenge himself. I'm here for it. I'm here to challenge myself every time.
Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez prepare for their January 31st showdown as the entire boxing world locks in. Elite defense, precision, and discipline collide with explosive power, confidence, and aggression, making this officially confirmed about one of the most anticipated fights of the year.
It's cool. He's supposed to feel that way. Like, he's supposed to say the things that he's saying. He's not saying nothing out of the ordinary or something that I didn't expect. Only thing that I kind of took away, he got on a podcast, I want to say, he said that I was slow. And that's the part where I'm like, okay. He's going to be very surprised come fight night to where it's like, you really thought I was slow? Like, is that something like you put in your brain and thought it was by...
Heated press conferences as Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez went face-to-face, with Teofimo's father stepping directly into the exchange. Shakur openly highlighted what he sees as weaknesses in Teofimo's game and brushed aside the southpaw narrative, arguing that records mean little without elite-level competition. Teofimo's father fired back, questioning Shakur's resume and insisting that everything must be proven under the brightest lights. Voices rose, remarks sharpened, and the atmosphere turned personal and chaotic, adding another layer of drama and pressure ahead of January 31st.
I'm not none of them fighters. I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Tio never lost to southpaw. Well, I never lost to orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did.
Oh, so you gotta show it, babe.
I don't think y'all did either. I ain't see.
Not on my son.
I ain't see Lomachenko throw no punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko.
Praised Shakur Stevenson, calling him one of the most underrated fighters in the sport today. Despite success at both the amateur and professional levels, Hearn believes many fans and analysts still fail to fully appreciate Shakur's technical brilliance, speed, and ring IQ. He emphasized that Stevenson's consistency, adaptability, and discipline separate him from his peers, arguing that the boxing world is only beginning to realize just how special Shakur truly is.
He's massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is, pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion. Quite remarkable. And Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is
offered his breakdown of the matchup while speaking with Shakur Stevenson, pointing to adaptability as the deciding factor. Roy explained that fighters who can move and adjust create the toughest problems, and handling movement is often the hardest test. Shakur responded by saying he won't rely on a single style, stressing that he's ready to move, use angles, or stand his ground when necessary. Roy praised Shakur's flexibility shown in past fights and noted that those qualities lead to elite-level matchups. He also acknowledged that Teofimo is extremely dangerous when focused and capable of making key and fight adjustments. According to Roy, mindset, preparation, and execution will ultimately decide the outcome. If both fighters are locked in, the bout becomes a high-level chess match. Roy encouraged Shakur to maintain his confidence, hunger, and winning mentality.
So how do you think he's going to adjust to that?
I don't want to give out too much.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, we all know he had problems with people that move around the ring. He wants people that stand in front of them, and he could pick them apart when you stand right there in front of him. But I plan on doing. I mean, I'm not going to say the game plan, but I plan on doing a little bit of both.
I guess.
Plan on doing moving around. I don't plan on just standing in front. I plan on doing everything that it takes to win.
And I do applaud the fact that you did, like Andre just said, you did show people that you are versatile. You can do whatever is necessary to win a fight. This is the best, in my opinion. These are the best type of fighters to see. And Teofimo has shown sometimes that he can also be versatile and he can do whatever's necessary. Just sometimes he seems to have mental issues.
Have recently been examining the broader state of boxing, pointing out how promotion and hype often fail to match reality. A major criticism centers on highly anticipated cards, such as February 2025, which were promoted as historic, but ultimately fell apart due to injuries and withdrawals. Fans were left disappointed as Shakur Stevenson ended up facing a relatively unknown opponent while other marquee fights collapsed. This has raised concerns about overpromotion and credibility. Analysts also noted that DAZN and the ring struggled to properly promote Shakur Stevenson's latest fight involving Teofimo Lopez. Despite the matchup's potential, weak marketing and mismatched expectations created confusion. On paper, both fighters bring elite skill, but without effective promotion, even high-quality fights risk being overlooked, highlighting ongoing issues. On boxing's business side,
to do that and then not even promote the fight, this is a cool fight. I don't understand. Like, to me, it's a bit bizarre because the fans came out and they were like, man, Turkey, he's taking over the game. Remember last year, about a year ago, in February of 2025, he had the card with Better Biev and Bivol and whoever else was on it. And the card was announced and people said, this is the best card that we've ever seen in boxing history. Then the fight card came. Shakur's opponent pulled out, Floyd Schofield. Daniel Dubois pulled out of the fight, right? Because he was sick. And it wasn't this legendary card that people talked about. You know what I mean? And people, no one even says that now. Before they were talking about like, oh, it's the best card boxing's ever seen. And then the card happened and it kind of just came and went. It wasn't the card that they said it was going to be, put it that way. So that's the point I'm making in this video, is like a lot of the preconceived notions that you guys put out, not Boxing Ego, I ain't put that out on my channel, right? But a lot of the stuff y'all said turned out to be cap. Here's the card in question, bro. They're like, this is the best card we've ever seen. And then half of the fights, two of the top three fights didn't even go off as planned because of injuries and sicknesses and pullout. And Shakur ended up fighting an electrician that no one ever heard of except for
Floyd Schofield delivered a surprising message directed at Shakur Stevenson, questioning some of the hype surrounding him and other top names. Schofield criticized fantasy matchups, pointing out that neither Tank nor Shakur has faced the top for fighters of their era. Despite years of fan demands, he argued that many of the fights people debate simply aren't realistic. Schofield also addressed criticism about fighters' physiques, clarifying that body type doesn't define skill or success. He expressed hope that Shakur takes on meaningful challenges, such as facing Khan, before moving up in weight. By calling out fighters who avoid difficult matchups, Schofield emphasized accountability, competition, and legacy, reminding fans that records and hype alone don't define greatness.
Shakur haven't fought none of the top four of his era for the last, how many years they've been calling for them fight these dudes not fighting like that. So that's fantasy fights, thinking, oh, Keyshawn gonna go all the way up and fight Devin. And man, that's fantasy stuff. That's all that stuff is. And
you even said that he was like cut up and shit, you know what I mean, on that, what you said, snack?
Nah, I said I respect. Oh, do you mean a thick? What you talking about?
Keisha.
Yeah, Keyshawn got stocky. He got stocky, but he got stockiness don't mean nothing. Stockiness don't mean, I hope we get to fight Keyshawn before he go to 147. 140, Keyshawn would be a good fight for Kid. I think Keyshawn.
Is that why you upset?
I think
Is that why you upset, because he's leaving?
I'm never upset. I'm not upset telling the truth about these guys leaving and running. I said it years ago what was going to happen. People told me I was lying. Oh, y'all capping. Y'all ain't going to fight Keyshawn. I said, Keyshawn ain't fighting us. I said, Shakur ain't fighting us. Yeah, we lined up for Shakur. We didn't pull out. It's a fact. Why won't we get the fight when he got out the hospital? It wasn't his fault. He trained hard. He did everything else. Somebody tried to kill him. And the toxicology show that. Why wasn't a real champion one to give this young man a fight who really stepped up to the plate to fight him and went through all this adversity to make it there, and somebody poisoned him? He deserved a shot to fight. But that wasn't like that there. And it's for a reason. So, I found out this shit is just smoke and mirrors, man. Has nothing to do with boxing. Has a lot to do with the money made behind the scenes. So I know Shakur better step it up, or that's boring for boxing. So they're not gonna keep him. Even if he win, if that fight continue to be boring.
Analysts Ak and Barak break down the upcoming Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight.